Nuno Tavares signs 5-year contract with Arsenal. Portuguese left-back Nuno Tavares has completed his Arsenal transfer as footage arrives of him travelling to London. But could Tavares be joined by Ben White from Brighton? And what is the latest on Arsenal's pursuit of Andre Onana? Let's discuss in today's episode of The Transfers FC. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Babs14 and welcome back to your boys channel. I would massively appreciate if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video, and while you are down there, please do consider subscribing to your boys channel. It is a road to 50k, as you guys know. But let's get straight into Nuno Tavares and him travelling to Arsenal to sign that contract, or should I say that contract is already signed, because as Mr. Here We Go Fabrizio Romano himself has confirmed, Nuno Tavares together with his agents after paperwork signed as a new Arsenal player. The contract until June 2026, 8 million euros plus add-ons to Benfica confirmed. It is Comunicado Oficial settings a 5-year contract handed to Tavares, and as you can see here, he arrives in the airport in Portugal ahead of his trip to England to join Arsenal and complete his medical. But most importantly, as Fabrizio Romano has confirmed, he has signed his official contract with Arsenal, meaning officially he is a player for Arsenal Football Club. He has apparently already completed half of his medical in Portugal, and as I speak right now, he is on a plane straight to London. And you know what, we can actually confirm that, because as the Arsenal fans always do, a photo has surfaced of Tavares' plane being tracked to London from Lisbon, and it is the Arsenal FBI agents at it again. No matter where you are, what player you are, if you're a backup signing or a first team signing, we are gonna track your plane and find exactly where you are. And when he does get into London, he is gonna meet Mikel Arteta, have a meeting with the Arsenal board, and most importantly, get that official announcement out with the announcement video and all the photos, etc. But that ends the very short saga of Nuno Tavares to Arsenal. Arsenal secured their backup left back to KT, Kieran Tierney, and now it is on to Albert Samuel Congo, who is also very close to joining our gargantuan institution. As always, let me know your thoughts on the player. Are you happy with this signing? And who do you want to see Arsenal sign next so the Arsenal FBI agents can track some more planes? William Saliba will not be going to the Olympics. A new list has been released today by the French Federation. Well, on Saliba, here is Future Bavs. David Ornstein with an exclusive says that Arsenal defender William Saliba looks set to join Marseille on loan. Not done, but 20-year-old has picked Olympique Marseille from many options, and now clubs need to agree a deal. Arsenal want him to have a full season playing, and he's still a part of Arsenal's long-term thinking. And oh my goodness gracious me, Arsenal, what are you even doing here? You're telling me 3 years out of the 5-year contract Saliba signed with Arsenal is spent out on loan away from Arsenal, and he's still yet to make his competitive debut for the club. It is a shambles, and I don't understand it. As Ornstein claims in his report, Saliba is understood to have picked Marseille himself, and although there is external confusion as to why Saliba has still not made a competitive appearance for Arsenal, his contract runs until 2024 and it remains a part of the club's long-term thinking. And you know what, I really do hope so, because while Saliba still might be very young, we have a potential fantastic centre-back here, and I cannot see it going to waste. But also right now, what's happening, I don't understand it, and frankly, in my opinion, it's an embarrassment. I'm not going to try to single out Holding or Chambers or Mori, but ultimately, at least give Saliba a chance. Whether it's Mikel Arteta or Edu Gaspar, you guys need to come out clean and tell the Arsenal fan base why exactly is William Saliba going out on loan, because ultimately you guys see him train day in and day out, so I am looking forward to a valid reason why you guys are loaning Saliba again. I don't want no excuses or waffle, I want a valid reason why. But as you guys can see, your boy is very disappointed. So what are your own thoughts on William Saliba once again going out on loan to Marseille for the season? And do you guys think he has a long-term future at Arsenal? Moving on, let's discuss Ben White's transfer to Arsenal. From a French centre-back to an English centre-back, Ben White's transfer to Arsenal has got a bit quiet. And today we have a fresh report from the Mail that is a bit concerning, as Matt Hughes claims that Everton have held talks with Brighton over £50 million centre-back Ben White and his transfer, with £5 million available to the South Coast club in add-ons and a package that trumps the one offered by Arsenal last week. Now Arsenal fans are starting to panic. They're saying, oh my god, we're gonna lose out on Ben White just like we did with Emi Buendia. But personally, your boy isn't that worried, because I think this is either the agent of Ben White or Brighton themselves pushing out reports to the media trying to force Arsenal's hand and Arsenal to up their bid. The Mail also claims that Ben White has made it clear to Brighton that he wants to leave and is understood to have been particularly keen on signing for Arsenal. But the speed in which Everton have moved since Benitez's appointment this week has impressed him, and he has not ruled out a move. So Ben White's preference is still Arsenal, but apparently Everton are also making moves. Of course, they've recently appointed Rafa Benitez. Another reason why your boy's not that worried, because of the reliable likes of David Ornstein, Chris Wheatley, Fabrizio Romano. They've already confirmed that Arsenal are in advanced negotiations with Brighton, and some have claimed that Arsenal have agreed a fee, and all that's left is to agree the payment structure. Only yesterday, Chris Wheatley in his Instagram Q&A said that Ben White most likely is going to be an Arsenal player, and the deal will be completed after the Euros. And so my Arsenal fans, I wouldn't worry on this one, and I still believe Ben White is going to be an Arsenal player. But I completely understand why you guys are concerned, especially after the scars left by Villa and Emi Buendia. But the question to you guys is, if Arsenal were to get into a so-called bidding war with Everton for Ben White, what's the highest amount you'd be willing to pay for the centre-back? Ruben Uria of Goal claims that admiring glances are being shot in Sergio Ramos' direction from England, with Goal learning that Arsenal have asked to be kept in the loop regarding any future talks. Sergio Ramos to Arsenal Football Club? No, this is not happening. As Eddie points out here, I know people are laughing, but Uria is a tier 1 source. I don't care if he's a tier 0 source. Sergio Ramos is not going to sign for Arsenal, and we shouldn't even be having this debate in the first place. The source himself claims that Sergio Ramos keeps all possibilities open. He speaks and continues to speak with PSG, but there is nothing closed. There are more clubs that call to know their conditions, and one of those is Arsenal, who call to see first-hand Sergio's situation and wishes. Lionel Messi right now is on a free transfer, and Arsenal could contact him. It doesn't mean that Arsenal are going to sign the player, and so Sergio Ramos to Arsenal, it's not happening, and let's move on. Granit Xhaka has increased speculation on his move to Roma as he likes a photo of Jose Mourinho, who's just arrived at Roma today. Xhaka has made it clear plenty of times he wants to go to Roma, he wants to link up with Jose Mourinho. Xhaka has already agreed personal terms with Roma, but up until Roma finally pay Arsenal the money they want for a player who is massively impressed at the Euros, Granit Xhaka to Roma is just going to stall and stall and stall. And so Roma, get your money up, pay us the money for Xhaka, and let us move on. It's over to you, take it away. Fabrizio Romano claims that Arsenal waiting to see what happens between Sassuolo and Juventus for Locatelli. Locatelli's priority is to join Juventus. Juventus have a new meeting scheduled with Sassuolo, and they have to meet the €40 million valuation. From Arsenal's side, they say they are interested in the player, but they haven't firmed up their interest. Once again, I'm going to tell you guys to keep an eye on this transfer, because if Juve don't match Locatelli's valuation and Arsenal do, then who's to say we can't agree a deal with Sassuolo instead? And according to Tuttosport, it is expected there will be no update on Locatelli this week. Juventus' stance is they won't enter into a bidding war with Arsenal if they really offered €40 million for the player. Now, the player himself in the past has said that he's open to coming to England, he's open to going abroad as well, and according to Tutto Mercato web, Sassuolo's legs trembled at the sight of Arsenal's €40 million offer for Manuel Locatelli. Now, Sassuolo as a club themselves apparently are not needing massive money. If a club meets the valuation of a player and the other club can't, then that player is going to go to the club that meets the valuation. But €40 million, is that money that you guys want to pay for Manuel Locatelli? Is that a good transfer or a bad transfer? An Inter Milan news page claims that Demarcio has said that Onana is very close to joining Inter freely. Now, this has caused a massive meltdown in the Arsenal fan base, especially on social media. But the more that your boys looked into this, so far I have not actually seen the actual report from Demarcio, and as much as the Inter Milan page has claimed it, there's no valid report there. And secondly, if Onana was to hypothetically sign for Inter on a free transfer, theoretically he can only sign that contract only 6 months before his contract expires, which is January 2022. So logic based, this report makes no sense whatsoever. I'm not saying that Onana ain't gonna sign for Inter and he's coming to Arsenal, but all I'm saying is Arsenal fans, just calm down. There's not been an actual report out so far, and I'm hoping to God that Arsenal sort themselves out and bring Onana to the Emirates. Now, the only reason why I could see a transfer potentially stalling is Arsenal wants a goalkeeper for the start of next season, and Onana could only play for Arsenal theoretically in November. Of course, he also can't train with the team. If we're to sign him, he can only start training in October. And so ask yourselves the question, what shape, what condition, and what match sharpness will the player be in by that time? But in terms of Andre Onana, your boy has made it clear umpteen amount of times, I want to see the Cameroonian goalkeeper at the Emirates Stadium, and no doubt about that. But do let me know your own thoughts. If Onana was to go to Inter Milan and not come to Arsenal, what other goalkeepers do you guys have in mind that you want to see Arsenal sign instead? And moving on to the other Arsenal news today. First things first, in terms of Matt Smith, the Arsenal loanee is going back to Loan FC. As Charles Watt has confirmed, Matt Smith is set for another loan. The young Arsenal midfielder is close to a move to Doncaster Rovers. Now, Matt Smith was on loan to Swindon last season and he did impress for a certain period of time. But overall, to play in the Arsenal midfield, he's just a bit off right now, so wishing the best of luck at Doncaster. Soccer star Reiss Nelson has put his London home for sale. The Arsenal forward's contract is set to expire next summer, says Mansion Global. Now, Mansion Global is a page which looks into when celebrities put their houses for sale. First things first, he could be just looking for a new house in London, maybe a better house, a bit of an upgrade, or secondly, he could be confirming a transfer away from Arsenal and away from London. It has been confirmed in the past that quite a few Bundesliga teams and teams from abroad want to bring Reiss Nelson to their teams. And with just 12 months left on his current Arsenal contract, how much money do you think Arsenal should look to recoup for Reiss Nelson if we are to sell it? Breaking news out of The Guardian, the Premier League is expected to be told it can fill stadiums to full capacity when the season starts in August. The return of the matchday vlogs, your boy going to the Emirates Stadium. I've liked the watch longs for the matchday vlogs are my thing. I love to do them. It's things you love to see. And just look at the Euros as an example. When the stadiums are full, the games just hit differently and there's a different intensity to the way the players play. But comment down below, how excited are you for next season on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very excited and 1 being no, I don't want the stress. But that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video. And while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel. If you want to follow your boy on them social medias, the links will be down below in the description. That was the latest episode of the Transfers FC. Nuno Tavares is in London. He signed that contract. He's the first signing of the window. Hopefully many more to follow. I will see you guys soon. In a bit.